Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Money class. It's Peggy McColl. I received an email with a question that I believe is an important question and, of course, an important answer. And I'm going to address it right here, right now. And by the way, if you ever have a question for me and you'd like me to create a Morning Money class for you, please email me, peggy@peggymccall.com, and I will address it. And here's the question that came in this morning. It's from John, and he says, what if your own family's main focus is on the negative side of life and always focus on being critical about everything and everyone? When all you hear is complaint and criticism, you tend to want to escape so you don't have to listen to it, but that can be difficult if you live in the same house. I appreciate some folks become negative in outlook, but it's damn tedious to listen to. Totally relate to you, John. That's the environment that I was raised in as well. However, I don't live like that now. Now, I'm not saying you move out or you find a different family, etc. But what you do is you manage you. You're managing what you're allowing into your conscious mind. We live in a very interesting world. There's a lot of negativity around out in the world, but you get to decide what you're going to accept into your conscious mind. That's the great gift that you've been given. We've all been given this gift, that we get to choose what are we going to give our attention on. So we'll hear things, and if we decide we don't want to give it any energy, we simply reject it. So your opportunity is in that moment when you hear something to either accept or reject. And if someone's speaking critically or they're complaining or whining or whatever, and you don't want to jump on board that bandwagon, and I suggest that you don't jump on board that bandwagon, you just respond with something like this. Isn't it interesting that you would think that way? It doesn't mean you think that way. You're not being rude. You're not actually criticizing them for thinking that way. You're just saying, isn't it interesting that you would think that way? That's an observer, right? You're not attaching any emotional state to it or anything negative to it. And you could try that psychological approach of just ducking and let it go by. Now that's psychologically happening. In other words, if someone's saying something negative and someone's being negative and they're really criticizing and they're in that space, just don't let it in. Let it go by. Don't allow it to impact you or let it bounce off you, right? You've got that choice. So my suggestion is really work on you, work on your thinking process. That's why I'm always putting in my earbuds and I'm listening to audios and I'm listening to programs. I'm listening to myself, talk to myself, doing affirmations, because I'm reinforcing the ideas and the thoughts that I'm allowing myself to let into my consciousness. You've got to become very aware, hyper aware. Don't let it in. So if you're living in that environment where you have all these challenges and negativity, just don't let it in. It's going to make you stronger if you allow it to. All right. So get to work on that right now. Practice those ideas, those techniques, and you're going to find that you're going to be feeling even better. And what will happen is you'll very likely influence those other people around you, and you may find they become very positive as well. All right. And of course, have fun with it all. And I'll see you in the next Morning Money class.